distinguishes a Togdema from, say, a monastic retreatant? What would distinguish a Togdema?
Well, the word for Togden means having realization. And Tokpa, of course, means realization of the nature of the mind, of Rigpa. So the Tashijong, the Kampaga Togdens, why they were so respected in Tibet, as the previous Karmapa said, was because they not only, what we were talking about at the beginning, they not only realize the nature of the mind, the Rigpa, but they have it so that it's stabilized, so that they can always be anytime in the nature of the mind. And so that way, I sometimes say it's like if you're making some bread, right? You have the dough and then you put it in the oven, turn up the heat, and then the dough rises, or a cake, it rises, and we think, oh, great, it's cooked. And we take it out the oven, but it isn't cooked. It's just the outside's cooked and it's risen, but then it just collapses again, and it's just disgusting, ugh. But if we kept it in the oven till it was cooked all the way through, then when we take it out the oven, it keeps its shape, and it's nourishing and delicious. And so that's the thing. In our tradition, although with the monks they have dreadlocks, but until it is considered that they actually have stabilized their practice, which usually takes between 15 and 20 years of continued practice, then they are given the white skirt and that striped, red and white striped Zen. Until then, they just wear monastic robes.
Incredible tradition.
That's why they are considered very special, because that once they're given the actual apparel of a Togden, then you know that they're the real thing, right? Until then, they're still practicing.
Wow. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Togdemas with their dreadlocks and their
We're waiting. It will take them a few more years, I think, but they're very, very lucky to have the opportunity that they can practice under the direction of this wonderful, one of the only yogi left that came from Tibet to our monastery. All the others have died. He's the last one. He's about 88.
Wow. So your teacher was Kamtrul Rinpoche and Tashi Jong. So is the nunnery related to Tashi Jong? How's yes. So the Kamtrul Tulku comes.
Rinpoche is our root guru. And the nuns were trained by the monks from Tashijong. Tashijong is about 10 minutes from us by car. So it's just down the road. We can see it from where we are.
Wow.
And they can see it. So the nuns were trained by the monks from Tashijong in ritual and in philosophy and in everything. Now they, as I say, they teach themselves, but for 10 years, they always had these monks coming to teach them. The monks were wonderful, absolutely great. And our Kempo is still from that monastic college. So we have a very close, if they have festivals, the nuns will go there. When the nuns have picnics or any special events, the monks come here. For example, after Losa, a New Year, then the nuns do a week of Nyungne, the fasting and prostrations. And so at that time, all the ladies from Tashijong come to the nunnery. And also about 15 monks came, and one Togden, they also came. And the monks sat in the second row behind the nuns, the senior nuns. The nuns were leading it, the monks sat behind.
Nice, very nice.
Well, for Tibetan tradition, it is very nice.
Yeah, because it should go in ordination. If someone's more senior, then they should be sitting up front. That's great to hear that that's being followed in that new way.
It's so nice because they don't mind at all. I mean, that's what's nice about it.
Shows people are practicing.
Yeah, the monks are lovely, and we have a very close and good relationship with the monastery and with the lay people in Tashijong. Yeah.